So first you would write the equation, which is 67 plus 53. And I would take out the ones and use the tens first. And so it's 60 plus 50. And I know that 50 plus 50 is 100, and 100 plus 10 equals 110. And now the ones, and I know that 7 plus 3 equals 10 equals 120. Another way you could do it is on the number line, and you would start with 67, and then you would add 3, and that's 70, and then 70 plus 30 equals 100, and 100 plus 20 equals 120. And 30 plus 20 plus 3 equals 53, and the sum is 120. Thank you.
Can you explain your thinking on 93 minus 72?
93 minus 72 equals what? So sometimes it's easier to think of it as an addition problem. So 72 plus what equals 93? So I would do my number line to figure out the difference between these two numbers, 72 and 93. So I would do 82, 10, 92, 10, and 93, 1. So I know that 10 plus 10 equals 20, and 20 plus 1 equals 21. So my answer would be 21.
Arezi, can you explain your thinking on 4 times 5?
Okay, so 4 times 5, I write down the equation, and then 4 times 5 is the same as 4 groups of 5. So, groups of, and so I would do 4 circles, and then I would put 5 in each one. And then I would count them, or I would do 5 plus 5 plus 5, so 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, and then that, so 5, 10, 15, 20, and that equals 20.
Thanks, Arezi. Arezi, can you explain to us how you would solve the problem 20 divided by 4?
Okay, so 20. So I would write the problem, and then I can count by 4s, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So I got to 20, and then I would count this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it goes into it 5 times, and then I can also do the problem by, so I know 4 times 5 equals 20. I can make 4 boxes, and I can count to 20, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's 5 in each group. So I know the answer is 5.
Thank you.
So I start with 607, and I make a number line that ends in 496. So I'm going to minus 7. That would be 600. So I can get down to the hundreds place. And I'm going to minus 100, which will take me to 500. So I have 500. I minus 4. That would add up to 496. And there's my answer.
Can you show what would be your answer when you put it all together?
Altogether, my answer would be 100 and 111.
Okay.
And that's my answer. times 11 equals 165. And 65 plus 60 equals 225. And 25 plus 3 equals 228. And then 4 would be 4 15s. Well, 60 would be 4 15s. And then 11 plus 4 equals 15. And the answer would be 15 with a remainder of 3. We're going to play a game called Close to 1,000, and each of us have 8 cards, and see if we can use 6 of them to get closest to 1,000. I chose 602 plus 402 because 2 is one of the lowest numbers in my deck, and 600 plus 400 equals 1,000. So if I just added 4, then I could have the closest to 1,000 that I could get. I decided to do 391 plus 611 because if I did 1 plus 1, that would equal 2. 9 plus 1 would equal 10, and the 3 plus the 6 would equal 900, and this would equal 100, so 900 plus 100 would equal 1,000, and plus the 2, that would equal 1,002. I'm doing 42 multiply by 31. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 42 times 10, which would equal 420. Then I'm doing it again, which would equal 420 again. And then I'm going to do it again because it's 30 and this is my last time doing it. I'm going to do 42 times 1 equals 42. And then I'm going to add them all up. So this would be 2, and this would be 10. And so you put the 0, and you carry the 1, and then this would be 13. So that, this would be 13, so the answer would be 1,302. I'm going to be doing 2,583 plus 794. So I'm going to take this number, and I'm going to break this up and add them together. So 794 plus 3 equals 797. 797 plus 80 equals 867. And then we're going to take this part and add 500, which comes from right here. And that equals 1,367. And we're going to take 1,367 and add 2,000, which comes from right here. And that will equal 3,367. And so that's your answer. So I'm doing 4,324 plus 796. And so I'm going to write it vertically. 4,324 plus 796. And then 4 plus 6 equals 10. And 90 plus 20 equals 110. 300 and 700 equals 1,000. And 4,000 plus nothing equals 4,000. And then when you add those together, 2 equals 5,120.
Okay, so I'm doing 6,397 minus 928. So 6,000 minus nothing is 6,000. 300 minus 900 is negative 600. 990 minus 20 is 70. And 7 minus 8 is negative 1. So then we can do 6,000 minus 600. That's 5,400. And then 70 minus 1, which is 69.
Okay, so I'm doing 2,394 divided by 13. First I'm going to do 13 times 100 is 1,300. And then it can't go 1,300 more times, so I'm going to do 13 times 50 is 650. Then add this up. It's 1,950. And then I
I can do 13 times 25 is 325. When I add these two, I need 2,275, so I can still go in. This 13 can still go into it, so I'm gonna do 13 times 10 is 130. That wouldn't work, so I'll do 13 times 5 is half of 130, so 65. And add these two up, so it'll be times 3, 39. So then I would add these up because that's how many times it goes down. So add 150, 25, 5, and 3, and then 1. 5 plus 5 is 10, 13, 14. So it would go, it'd be 184 remainder 2. The problem I'm doing is 8,421 divided by 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this and put 8,421 into it. And then I'm going to put 6 over here. And I know that 6 can go into 1,000. I know that 6,000 can go into 8,421 one time. So I'm going to put over here 1,000 because you're multiplying that. And then you subtract 8,421, you subtract that from 6,000, which will be 1, and then the 2, 4, and then 2, 21, or 24, 21. And then I know that it can go, that 600 can go into 2,421 200 times. So I'm going to write that over there. I'm going to go, which would be 1,200 and 0, or 1,200, and then you do the 1, the 2, the 2, and so then 24 minus 12 would be 12, and then I see that it can go into, I see that 6 can go into 1,221 200 times again, so it should be 1,200, which would be 1, 2, 0, 1, 0, so then I know that it can go into it 3 times, which would be 18. And so you can't do that. So you would go here and you would cross it out and put a 1, and then you would carry the 10 right here to the other one, which would be 11, and 11 minus 8. 11 minus 8 would be 3, and then 1 minus 1 equals 0. So my answer is 1,403 remainder 3.